let's see what else we have going on in this area.
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
See, the thing is, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear it. We're gonna see it and potentially hear it. But, that talk of a sorry Justicar sounds like that's something we're gonna want to do a little bit later on. This is the terminal that we are looking to hack for Liara. That's probably next on our list unless we have other merchants we want to talk to.
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good. I'm pretty good at bypassing firewalls. Maybe they're looking for techs.
Please don't join Eclipse. I'd rather not have to kill you later on.
What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari has biotics. Might as well use them, right? Damn, that's a hell of a sniper rifle.
If you say so.
Okay.
Can I help you with something?
So yeah, you seem to be the, Asari weapons merchant that Conrad Werner was speaking with.
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Werner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, man. So here's an example of a time where, like I was saying, most of the time these days we've seen both the Intimidate and the Charm option available to us. Interestingly, not often that we see the Charm option be a lie. But perhaps we can play along with this. Sure, we'll help you. Wink, wink.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount.
Oh,
Thanks for the help.
thank you. Alright, so we'll have to return to Conrad to conclude that ordeal, perhaps. We got some Paragon points for that, too, even though it was a little deceptive, a little bit disingenuous. Let's see. Oh, I like the heavy skin weaves, giving us 40% additional health, and this tends to be the thing that unlocks future upgrades. So, I think we definitely want to pick this up, but, oh, there's this, and there was also the biotic damage upgrades in the first room that we went to. Those are both quite tempting, and I don't think we have enough credits to get both of them as of right now, unless I'm counting zeros incorrectly. No, I think they might have both been the same price. We can't quite afford both of them right now. I mean, probably pretty high on our list in terms of things we'd like to get next. There's also an SMG damage upgrade, which, especially after getting the Locust from Kasumi's loyalty mission, a lot more of an interesting option now. Once upon a time, before that, probably would have said, we just don't really care much about SMGs at all, but there are definitely situations which we are looking to use this nowadays. And also assault rifle damage. It's, let's see, this is 30% damage to everyone on the squad. This is 20% damage to everyone on the squad for assault rifles. And probably unlocks subsequent upgrades as well. Then amplifier plates gives us some power damage, but it's another piece of equipment that, I mean, we could potentially do a little bit more mixing and matching. Of course, we basically just have something that is a full-blown set with this Cerberus stuff, which has been pretty good for us. Again, we could potentially double-check, but I think that in some ways, getting the Cerberus stuff was our way of sort of saying, all right, we're going to get this. We're not going to worry about gear for much of, maybe even the entirety of the game from here on out. And that's one way we can save a little bit of credits and just focus in on picking up the big stuff we really want, like the extra health and what have you.
Oh, blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
And this is another one of perhaps the best lines, the best conversations, the best stories in Mass Effect as a whole.
Blue Rose of Illium, you have blossomed in a tower of glass and plastic. But beauty under glass is untested and weak. Where are your honored dead to fertilize the ground that you might grow strong? On the rocky plains of Tuchanka, I will build you a garden from the bones of my ancestors.
Oh god, his face. It was all amazingly poetic until your face turned around and faced inside your body and you became possessed by a demon. Anything else to say?
Blue Rose of Illium, leave eternity unembraced and grapple in the glorious struggle that is us, here and now. I am speechless, not with blood rage, but with love. And I stand here, humble and mute, to offer you a home. Come to me, Blue Rose of Illium. Let our three hearts beat as two.
Krogan have two hearts. Other than that, so poetic. So amazing. Anything else? Is that all? Anything else? A little bit further away. For the number of times Garrus has just been right next to us and blocked us from moving is enormous.
Oh, Blue Rose of Illium, let your roots
Yeah, okay, so we've heard that part before. Let's talk to this is Sari here, who is perhaps the Blue Rose of Illium in question.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Do you need help?
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
I mean, he's a pretty good poet. Give him some credit. I mean, you say you're on a break. Does that mean a full-blown break up? Because, I don't know. Let's hear it.
Why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent...
What's
Krogans
wrong?
live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense.
Excuse
Made
me?
me wonder if he really likes me, or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know, because of the genophage.
That's an interesting point. Actually, didn't think of that. I don't think anyone else has brought that up before. The whole aspect of Krogan with the genophage, of course, can't really reproduce, or at least they can, but there's only a 1 in 1,000 chance of doing so successfully, and so not exactly something you want to be, setting your sights on. Otherwise, your hopes and dreams might get crushed. However, I suppose you can have a child with an Asari, and, child is going to be an Asari in that case, but, it's still your child, so, yeah, that is kind of a workaround for the genophage, if you will. But kind of just sounds like you are afraid of commitment. Also, that whole thing about Asari just, dealing with it for a century, while, humans come and go and then moving on with their lives. We heard in Mass Effect 1 that that is actually not the case. That, as it turns out, the Asari generally, even when they are in a relationship with a shorter living species, will usually, enjoy their time with that person, their partner, while they're living, but even afterward, we heard at least, would typically not seek out another partner. They would live the rest of their lives and just reminisce, look back upon the good times they had with their previous partner and think fondly of it, and not necessarily seek out a subsequent partner. Although what she is suggesting here suggests the opposite, but I think that's inconsistent with what we've heard previously. So, I mean, do you want to talk to this guy?
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think you realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. On his part, doesn't really seem like reason to break up with him. Sounds like you should just talk about this. And, I mean, so that's why you broke up. I mean, surely you had a good reason to get together to begin with. Do you guys have feelings for one another? Do you still have feelings for one another?
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
I suppose so. Spoken like a true Asari in that case.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I need to persuade the Asari, it seems. Let's take a look. So the Illium Blue Rose of Illium. An Asari merchant is being wooed by a Krogan suitor using poetry. She was in a relationship with the Krogan, but is unsure whether to settle down with him. So we need to persuade the Asari to marry the Krogan or reject him completely. Let's see what we can do.
Please try to ignore my non-boyfriend's non-poetry. Can I help you?
I think you should make a decision.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But
There's
I don't
your
know if
answer.
he's permanent bond material.
I think you should take him back. He is clearly a pretty cool guy. You said you love him, but just earlier you were saying how he's an intelligent guy, especially for a Krogan. A little bit of a backhanded compliment there, but and he has a good job. You know, we can help you raise that family. So, it seems like you're just hesitating because you're afraid of commitment. And, well, I mean, you basically just said all you need to say to convince yourself that he's the right guy.
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Also, he's crazy about
I
you.
mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Alright, we get a bunch of Paragon points for that. And, the Blue Rose and
What about
Char
fish?
are gone.
She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
But we
She
may
doesn't
hear from them
need
again.
fish,
We'll just keep
though.
our eyes and ears peeled. Fish, you say? More fish indeed, and more spaceships. But, I think we're probably gonna pass on those for now, because, well, we were talking previously about how, apparently, there is not even enough theoretical money in the game that if you wanted to buy everything, or there's not enough money in the game to buy everything, even if you saved everything and, you know, got every last possible crate and opened up all the metagels and heavy ammo packs when you had full metagel and heavy ammo so that you got the 100 credits whenever those happen. So, think when and where we can pick and choose what to save money on, we should do that. And so, I mean, these collector ships are basically just that. They're collector ship models. Similar story with the fish. So, that one is expensive, too. So, I think we definitely wait on that stuff and just prioritize doing, you know, the upgrades like the
It's just,
heavy skin
we're
weave
looking
for
for
the extra
weapons.
health and
shouldn't you be taking this
damage
seriously?
for biotics and what
Hey,
have
I'm
you.
60 years old and finally out of my parents' house. And Eclipse girls never lack for, company.
You could get killed.
What about you?
I'm almost 20. My genetic stats are average, and my clan has little political power. For a good reproduction contract, I'll need money.
And that's an interesting perspective from a both a Asari and a Solarian. Asari's like, oh, 60 years old. I'm just leaving my parents' house. Like, yeah, I suppose for a 1,000-year living species, that makes some sense. Whereas the Solarian's like, hey, we live to maybe 40, and my chances of getting a partner are based on my personal status, and, well, I don't have a lot of things going for me right now, so I need the money. See, if we tried this one out, yeah, we did, right? Heavy skin weave, submachine gun damage, assault rifle damage, all things, I mean, especially the heavy skin weave, all things we'd like to get our hands on pretty soon, if we can. So, yes, still have a lot of things we can do here. Comrade Werner, medical scans, which one was this? Bonus of, oh, this is the one with, Giala, and then Liara's stuff, system hacking, which, is in theory, right,
Eclipse might be
once
fun
again,
for you. For me,
Garrison
it's the
and
future.
crew.
My clan's breeding
Let's save,
at stake.
and we'll try giving this a shot, because
Think about
Maybe a shirt. Or a card.
Oh.
Illium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? Asari skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything. Or don't.
I need to get her something. A memento.
I think we kind of sort of missed some of that conversation, but it sounds like Solarian dad, Asari mother, who is somewhere else, and he wants to get a gift for her. This is their daughter, must be really young in that case. And like, just get her something. I don't know what.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
And these
Yeah,
these
I've
people
got
are
a
talking
friend
about
in
potentially joining Eclipse.
She told me what I needed to get.
Good.
Oh,
I'm
and
pretty
this is
good
the
at
beginning of their
bypassing
conversation.
firewalls.
Okay.
Maybe they're looking for techs.
So,
First mate, your father? He got her things when he traveled.
It's not a competition, Dad.
You don't even really remember him. And she found me after he died. And I'm almost 35.
Hey, I remember him. And I want to remember you. That's why I came on this trip.
oh, okay. No, the game tabs out. But, also, that's not where we are. There we go. But the plot thickens a little bit. It's not his... Or he is not that Asari's first partner. So, there, again, talking about how Asari potentially having multiple partners, which I didn't think was really a thing, or at least in theory wasn't supposed to be much of a thing. But, first partner, apparently, was, the father of this Asari here, whereas he is the second of the mother's, maybe even third, partners, and so he's sort of like her stepdad, and so he's like, well, I just want to impress your mother, and I want to, you know, make a good impression for you, so you remember me, because he's 35, and Solarians only live to about 40, so he's kind of running out of time. Alright, but anyways, all this, I was just trying to say, we should save before going to the secure stations, because as Liara was saying, we'll activate one of them, and then we're going to need to rush
Something that'll last.
to, something a little bit later on.
Yeah.
We'll need to rush to a different one.
How about
Also,
this one? When anything
just realizing,
goes, it goes to
he wants
Illium.
something that
Kind
lasts,
of funny.
unlike a
Mom will
fish.
love it.
So he's
about
basically
you?
coming to
Going to try and
coming
make
to
it as
grips
a
with the
commando?
whole thing that
Why not? Every
he's going to live
Asari
much
has biotics.
less than
Might as well use them, right?
his
Sniper
his
rifle.
partner.
If you
Alright, so we
say
have
so.
3 of these terminals here.
The one that causes
One,
permanent neural
2,
scarring?
and
It's
3.
horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charged for 50 hours, plus overtime.
And there's one here as well, so there's at least 4. That one is not one of them, but there's, yeah, at least 4 here. Let's go for that. Let's give it a shot. I don't know if it's going to randomly send us to one of these, or if we can just go one at a time.
With just a contract and a waiver?
Suppose we can
These
start
are
with
the
this one then.
terminus systems. Everything's dangerous.
Alright.
And
Let's save
for sale.
and hack.
Either we tax
Okay,
them
well,
or
it's this
the
kind of
rate
hack.
keeps them
The kind of hack that I'm
controlled.
terrible at.
Smugglers get a monopoly.
That was correct. Oops, I should have taken that one too. Hold on. Is that it? That is not it. I'm failing miserably. That's it. Then... this? Got a little distracted partway through there. It's like, wait, is this? Oh, hold up, we gotta go fast.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
Yes, I know. I know where the other ones are. Oh no, it's not that one though.
It's just, we're looking for weapons.
Oh no, hold on.
Shouldn't you be taking
There
this
is a very
seriously?
specific one that we need to go. Alright,
Hey,
guys,
60 years old
get out of the way.
and finally
There is a very
on
specific
parents'
one that we
house.
need to get to.
And Eclipse
And as you're seeing there, we are timed.
Sometimes you
And it is
say
not
these
any of the
things
ones that I thought we were gonna get to.
Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me?
So we kind of went in the wrong direction for a little while there. Cool. Get it? The number is getting bigger. This is not good. Is it over here? I feel like it is. It is definitely not over here. We are failing miserably. I don't know where this other one is. It's not that. I mean, we're not going to make it in time at this rate, right? So, don't even know what's going to happen when we fail, but we did save before this, deliberately, for this reason. We just try again? Question mark? Do we need to reload that save? We can find out. I feel like if we can, hold on, do we need to initiate it over there? Or is there another one somewhere over here that we can do? Because, if we can, I mean, that one's like all the way off in the corner, right? So it would be kind of nice to initiate this in the middle somewhere, or at least scout out a little bit more to see where we might get sent next. I feel like it's not that one. That's Galactic News. Okay, so don't get distracted by that. But, might have even been here, and might have just been getting a bit of a false alarm. The number was going down, when in truth we just need to go through some additional doors. Because it's telling us the distance sort of as the crow flies. Might even be up there. So let's initiate it, but then be a little more prepared to bolt as soon as we do. Let's see. Because as I said, we went in the wrong direction initially. And then, we just generally weren't quite fast enough and then hesitated once we got over into this area.
Hey,
All
we're
of which slowed
friends.
us down.
I have never called you that.
No,
Alright.
but you're thinking
Oh,
about
no,
it.
that's Galactic
You think
News.
it was
Okay, so it's
easy
definitely not going to be that one.
I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at.
Okay.
I might have been one of them.
Let's see, we're looking for this. Then we're looking for this. Then this. Right, now run. Prepare to run. This one seems comparatively much closer, question mark?
I didn't mean... Okay, look,
Hold
I'll
on.
take another
It's
look at
over
the
to the right somewhere.
Maybe it
Not
needs
the
to be
left.
reclassified.
Forget it. Do whatever you want.
Question is it in this direction? No. It's back there? This one does look like it's back here. So it looks like it is random where it does send us next. We went in the wrong direction this time as well, but I
Trust
think we
me,
might have
the goods coming
noticed a
in
little
from
bit
the
faster.
terminal systems are
I
great
think it's
for
over here.
business.
I don't know. Some of them.
Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My
This?
plan's breeding
No.
strategy is at stake.
Don't Solarians think about anything besides breeding?
Here.
Don't even start with me.
Okay,
What about a fish?
is that all?
She loves the garden.
Just
We could
needed
add a pond.
to run to one of them?
You're
Kinda thought you were gonna
weapons
send
and
us
armor are good enough for
Or,
Eclipse?
oh,
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse.
version
He
after
told me
version?
that I needed
Yeah,
to
we
get
are, aren't we? Okay.
Good.
We have to do this
Pretty
one
good at
now,
passing
and
firewall.
so
Maybe
history
those can
will
protect.
repeat itself, I'm afraid. Gotta be ready. That is not it. This is. Then that is. Okay, now get ready to run.
What about you?
Okay.
Going to try and make it as a commando?
It's in this direction.
Not every Asari has biotics.
Not that far
Might as
away.
well use them, right?
It might be this.
Damn, that's
For example, you know that new drug, the one that
Is
causes
this the
permanent
news
neural
network?
scarring?
No, it's gotta be
That's
right here then.
horrible. There's a 12-page contract
Huzzah.
for shipping, then a waiver
Okay,
for use.
good.
I charge for
That's
50 hours plus overtime.
2 of them.
Pure bloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardat Yakshi.
Hey, I don't like purebloods either, but that's going a little far.
Remember that. Ardak Yakshi. We haven't heard about that much yet, but let's just say we might in the future. Okay, so this is another secure station. And this might be our last one. Check it out. This one, then... Oh, come on. This one, then this one, then run. Guessing this one's going to be in the other area. So this one, I think, is going to be the hardest to get to.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
See.
These
It
are
in
the
here?
terminus
No.
systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale.
This direction?
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice
this
a
it?
few missing pieces. No, I can't get in because it's a crime scene.
No.
It's all
Where is this one?
Clips works, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see
Down
the extra
here?
merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
Somewhere right here. This? No. Guys, get out of the way. I think it's around this way. And it's gonna
They
be
should
right
be
there.
prohibited from
Yep.
breeding. What was your father?
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
There we go. Oh, we got renegade points. Really? Not remember that being a thing.
Did you get the
But,
Star Charts?
I mean, I suppose
Yeah,
we learned
I had to
there
deal
is
with
a way
Virginia, though.
to do it without actually
What do you I don't know.
doing
that
those
still
hacks.
sounds like an awful
But
thing to legal
alas, we
All
have done it.
procedures are right there on the package. It's legally required.
advice. Who reads labels?
And I thought
So
my
considerate of
my
you.
memory was telling me that you had to run around several times from one area to hack to another area to hack. And I thought that I was a little surprised when we didn't go immediately from one hack into another, but it's just, you know, they're just in pairs, and you have to do 3 pairs total. So, okay. And of course, we do have several other missions around here that we could turn in. And as I was saying, we potentially may have reason not to finish those. So, I think we did finish 1 or 2, right? Like, I'm pretty sure we finished the one with Gianna. But, medical scans and Conrad Werner, we in theory should be able to finish those up. But, I don't think it matters if we turn them in now, but just in case, I'm gonna wait, and I'm hoping that if we do some other things in the meantime, they'll still be here. So let's at least chat with Liara now, and based on our conversation last time in which we asked her to go take on the Shadow Broker, we may have a sense as to what we're gonna hear from her here. Save now as well, just in case.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here, it's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
Oh? Who is that? The Shadow Broker?
I've got a lot on my plate. Remind me who the Shadow Broker is?
He's
Remember
the
we were
most
talking about it
powerful
previously?
and dangerous information broker in the galaxy. No one knows who he is. Given his resources, there's speculation he may actually be a group operating under one name.
And is he after you? Because, I mean, it sounds like you and the Shadow Broker, based on your description of what you've been doing as of late, are kind of in the same business.
Are you on the run from
Does
the
that make
Shadow
you
Broker?
rivals?
I can help you.
Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me.
Oh.
We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down.
Oh.
With this data, I'm a step closer.
Okay. You come with us? We can help?
You can't come with me because you're after the Shadow Broker? What if I help you find him?
I'm sorry, Shepard. The galaxy doesn't work that way. I need to find leads, trace information. I need to work. I can't do that on the Normandy. I wish I could.
I mean, what happened?
I've never seen you ready to execute someone in cold blood. What did the Shadow Broker do to you?
I was on a job with a friend. The Shadow Broker's people caught us. My friend didn't escape. I don't know if he's dead or being interrogated. But I need to find him. I owe him my life. And I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did.
That's kind of harsh. I mean, I understand rescuing your friend, but does seem as though you have a vendetta to settle. But I mean, it does kind of sound like you're obsessed. But I mean, good luck.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
I mean, now, maybe we should go get the Shadow Broker.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got.
So obviously we've seen this part before.
Like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location, and it's about Farron. He's still alive.
Who's Farron?
He was a friend. He helped me recover your body from the Shadow Broker.
And now this makes a lot more sense, contextually.
He was going to sell you to the collectors, but Farron and I stopped him. Farron sacrificed himself to save me.
So you rescued me. Then how did I end up with Cerberus?
Well, they gave me intel to help recover you. They actually put Farron with me in the first place. After I got out, I gave you to them. They said they could bring you back.
You saved me, yada yada, something about Liara being the only squad mate from Mass Effect 1 who doesn't question our motives despite us being affiliated with Cerberus, probably because she was the one who set us up with Cerberus to begin with.
You kept me out of the Collector's hands. Without you, I couldn't have come back. Thank you.
I didn't know how you'd feel when Cerberus restored you. If you'd feel betrayed or...
Like I said, we've talked about this though.
And now they're giving me a chance to find Farron.
Just makes a lot more sense. Doesn't feel like this is coming out of nowhere this time.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once.
Something about how it seems like maybe you shouldn't trust him because he has betrayed you more than once. Even if he did some good things for you as well, it would at least give me pause before I try risking my life trying to rescue him. But either way, we'll get him back.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
So yes, definitely makes more sense to do those scans before you initiate that component of that conversation. Otherwise, it just kind of feels like it's coming out of nowhere, as we were saying before. But, let's see. I mean, she said if you have any need for information, then you check her terminal. So, like, why don't we use her terminal? Let's see. Justicar Samara. Okay, so is this basically just additional information about the people that we were asking about previously, and we did, of course, ask her about them previously. So this is maybe just a way to make sure that if you mistakenly did not make a point of asking her about them, you have another way to get that information. You can see if there's anything new about them here, though. Justicar Samara, currently on Illium for undisclosed business, likely related to her position as a Justicar. As a courtesy, Samara checked in with Tracking Officer Dara at the transportation hub upon arrival. Follow-up, Dara may have more information on Samara's whereabouts. Yeah, so that's someone that we did in fact see as we were walking around. So that's one way to... Oh, okay, we can download the intel. Sure. Then, as for Thane, the Drell assassin is on Illium, apparently targeting businesswoman Nisana Dantius. Okay, we did hear that name, and that is also a callback from Mass Effect 1. It is the person who was, and is, and sorry, who sent us on a mission to try to rescue her sister, who she claimed had been captured by some pirates, slavers, what have you. Except it turned out that her sister was a pirate slaver, and so it was all just a setup for us to basically kill her sister. And basically, she's at least was a diplomat or a politician, and so she was saying, once we got back, you know, I just couldn't risk that people would find out about my sister, it would make me look bad, so, you know, I just had to wipe my hands clean of the matter and have you take care of business for me. So, yeah, it was not exactly a cool move on her part to trick us into, well, murdering her sister. So, does seem as though, despite, I believe at the time, her promising that she would, well, make sure that she would not do anything so bold and crazy and illegal as murdering someone or contracting someone to murder someone. However, perhaps that is not the case. Let's see. Prior to arrival, he spoke with a former Dantius security expert named Serrice. That's a name that we have seen. Is that the person we saw in the bar? Follow-up. Serrice is now employed in the local cargo transport level and may have information on Thane's current activities. Cargo transport level. No, I think that's down below as well. I mean, there's a lot of people that we're supposed to talk to around here, and that may be, that may just be one of them. Whereas, person up in the bar is perhaps related to some other quests that we have been talking about previously, but it's not the one that is currently on our agenda. So, I mean, we might want to make one of these purchases here before we head out to do one of these other missions. We did get a little bit more money from helping out with the hacking stuffs, but I think at this stage we can still only afford either the biotic damage here, or I suppose the medical capacity we actually could combine with biotic damage, or the additional health for Shepard that we saw in the other room. And offense versus defense, what would our preference be? I think, as we were saying, the biotic damage, I think both of them actually are currently a bottleneck for subsequent upgrades. Definitely in the case of the biotic damage, because I think we had a biotic duration upgrade that needs us to purchase this before it becomes available to us. I'm not 100% sure with the Shepard health increasing defensive option. But, I mean, you could maybe make a case that biotic damage plus the med gel capacity is a nice way to have a little bit of both. But, still feel like defense is probably my personal preference, at least in this case.
So the total
Because, of course, Shepard dies, it's game over. So that is kind of important that we keep Shepard alive. I know previously we were talking about how, I think it was what, with Garrus, we were saying we deliberately prioritized damage over health for him. But that's the difference, is Garrus can die, and we can bring him back.
Damn it, this is just a misunderstanding.
Hold on.
Tell it to the judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled. I was told that you had agreed to sell.
Take her away before I have my bartender throw her out.
So, that was the person that we told to try to negotiate a deal with the bartender to buy their bar. So we made them believe that they were so close to just needed to close the deal on the deed. Actually, this is not even the place where I meant to go either, though. That's the bar. But I meant to go where?
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be?
I meant to go through this door over here, just to get
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course.
the additional health upgrade. Should be through here. And then I think we'll get the med gel capacity as well.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Nasana Dantius didn't give
And yes, that person's mentioning Nasana Dantius as well. So it sounds like that person will probably be someone we'll talk to at some point for Thane's recruitment mission, since that seems to be the person that Thane is trying to take out.
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're...
The word you're looking for is pure blood.
Lots of talk about
It's just... we're
pure
looking for
blood
weapons.
Asari, and
Shouldn't you be taking this
as you're
seriously?
saying, it's not a kind way to refer to an Asari. Okay, so let's take the heavy weave. So it's 40% additional health for Shepard. Look at a before and after here. So for us, we're sitting on 319 health. Oh, except we're probably still gonna need to purchase the upgrade at our research terminal on the Normandy, right? It probably does still take an
60 years
investment
old,
there.
Finally out of my parents' house.
Unless, I mean, we can check. Oh no, it did work immediately, okay? No additional investment required. So we're up to 340 health now.
Never lack fervor.
The hope there being that, I think we saw when we were fighting those scions back on Horizon, that one hit took down all of our shields, or did it take 2 hits to take down our shields? Of their shockwave attack. But what we did find was that once our shields were down, I think it was 1 hit, got rid of basically half our HP, and then another hit and we were dead. And that sounds like, oh, it's no problem, you need to take like 4 hits before you die. Yeah, except what happens is you get hit once, and then you get hit again, and then you get hit again, and you get hit again. There's nothing you can do to stop it because you're stunned that entire time. So you get hit once and you're dead. So, I mean, maybe just getting a little more health to the point where it takes 3 hits for them to remove all of our life from those shockwave attacks might buy us just enough time that even if we are getting demolished by the Scions, maybe that buys enough time for one of our squad mates to get one of their abilities back off cooldown, and they can stun a Scion, or, I mean, of course, ideally take it out altogether, but, I mean, I think it's just going to be
Hey, we're
a little bit
friends.
safer, of course.
I've never called you that.
No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might be one of them.
So now let's pick up the additional metagel, and I think that's, of course, another way to increase our survivability. Less so with us directly, although it does heal us. And more so if we find ourselves in a tough situation without enough squad mates to get the job done. We have 1 more time in which we can bring someone back. So let's do that here, I think.
I need minimal heat increase.
Yeah, so as we see here, can't afford the biotic damage upgrade at this point, but we can get the additional metagel upgrade. 1 more metagel capacity. Surprised we can still afford these things. There we go. We are all metagelled up.